won 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's hard. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Close to the tight end. He's got it with room to run. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Cowboys pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produces a solid gain there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or 2 to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 1st down, looking for more now. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Bearcats will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Pass tip to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Just trucks through the defender. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He hands it off from the gun. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Looks like the Bearcats are in the red zone. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He escapes the pocket, looking to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. But he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He will score. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That's caught. It's Hilton. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes makes this receiver so special? He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense operating from the pistol. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And the Bearcats begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The shotgun running play ball. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
This quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. First down, it's play action. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Hart. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. And finally It's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain. No gain there. This defense had been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here.
Looking downfield near the end zone. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Hart. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
See if they can convert the point after. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff heads out of bounds. The offense will begin from the 40. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pulls it in. It's Moffitt. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Out of the shotgun, will hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Takes off in a bootleg. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. The Bearcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Hebe keeps it himself. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
They'll run it from the gun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the second down play. Back to pass. It's hard. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Can he get there on the ground? Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up. The Cowboys will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Breaks into the clear. Oh, what a spin. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here.
But that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Bearcats with 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. He escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Looking right. This one caught. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
He made the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Taylor. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Play action here on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Fighting off the defender. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. And the Cowboys come up to the line in a hurry-up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Hart. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that threat.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. He's got the first down and more. He makes the stop, but it's a big play with a 31. Timeout is called. Talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Going to scramble now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. Breaks into open space. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fights through a tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pass rush closing in. Catch made, a lot of space now. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle, but 1st down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Looks like the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Bearcats trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
A mental error by the defense sets the offense up closer now. 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Here's the handoff. Breaks free. Got the first down and still motoring. Carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. That old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
To the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, he's missed it. The extra point is no good.
Oklahoma State.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands. It's Hilton. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Bearcats will crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A short completion to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looks like the Bearcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to throw again. He escapes the pocket. Both run tackle but couldn't escape for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Now we run a draw play. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Hart. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, Kirk, Oklahoma State has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. He opened the 4th by going to the air. And the receivers got it. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process. So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Ball handed off. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
State. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. Caught near the sticks. It's Moffitt. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Completion makes it second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. With the catch, it's Bolton. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This offense is still clicking. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Leaning on the run game here late.
The gain moves the ball to the 34. No, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Cowboys will have 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Hart. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
Keeping it on the ground here. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead stays at 3 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. They call the counter play here. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. And the Cowboys line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm with the football.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
This defense is hanging tough. Can they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal? Makes a quick catch.
Oh, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
They'll keep the kicking team on the sideline, trying to extend the lead here with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a 2-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's a fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down mark.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Moffitt. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got...
And looking for a big play here. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit. It won't make a difference in the outcome. A Hail Mary prayer answered. What a throw by that quarterback.
Chris, a great throw by the quarterback is right. Not just the distance, but to put it up into the air long enough to give his receivers a chance to get underneath it. The result, a miracle and a touchdown.
A hard-fought game, this BAT really just a formality. They flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They tried for the consolation two-point try, but this game is over. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.